Welcome to our video on keeping crocodilians. This video is designed to help you keep crocodilians in an environment which is healthy for the reptile, whilst being safe for you. Crocodilians are truly fascinating creatures, and during this video we will aim to cover some of the various facts concerning these truly awesome animals. Crocodilians are not pets, and should only be kept by professional herpetologists or keepers with enough experience and room to house them properly. All crocodilians are covered by the Dangerous Wild Animals Act. In this video we are solely dealing with the husbandry requirements of how to keep these reptiles. But it is our belief that the Dangerous Wild Animals Act is there for everyone's benefit and should be complied with, and these animals should only be kept with the correct licence and insurance. Information on this act can be obtained from your local council. In this video we will cover the following points: crocodilian biology and body structure, housing your crocodilian, handling your crocodilian, and finally we will look at 3 specific species: the American alligator, the spectacled caiman, and the Nile crocodile. Although many of the points can be used for most of the crocodilian species. Crocodilian biology is a very complicated subject, and during this video we will only cover this subject on a surface level. There are many in-depth books which can be purchased to further the keeper's study. We will now have a look at the various features which make these reptiles totally unique. One of the first things which people notice about crocodiles and alligators is the difference in their jaws. It is an easy way to distinguish between them. In alligators, when the mouth is closed, the lower teeth are glued inside the upper ones. However, in crocodiles, when the mouth is closed, both upper and lower teeth are along the same line, and the teeth scissor together. The conclusion of this is both upper and lower teeth are visible when the mouth is closed. The head of a crocodilian has a number of features worth mentioning. The first point is the way the eyes are designed to go into the sockets and protect the eyes from injury. When an object goes near the eyes are withdrawn into the skull. As you can see here, when the eyes are withdrawn, there is no way for them to be hurt. Crocodiles also withdraw the eyes when feeding, again protecting them from any struggling prey. One of the other incredible features about a crocodile's jaw are the black dots which are located all over the jaw area. These are in actual fact integumentary sense organs, or ISOs. These receptors are there for a number of reasons. First of all, they are monitoring pressure changes and can easily pick up sensory information around the head. There is also a possibility that these receptors can even pick up changes in salinity of the water. An example of their use would be a fish swimming past the head of an alligator It will create small pressure changes from the micro movements of water. As the alligator vision is not great underwater, these receptors will then guide the alligator into catching the fish. The last thing we will look at in the mouth is the gula or palatal valve. If you observe a crocodile or alligator, you will see the mouth is not watertight. So what happens when a croc is swimming or eating in the water? As you can see here, at the back of the mouth is a valve. This stops water entering the trachea or esophagus. It has at least two functions. Firstly, the croc does not drown when swimming, and also is able to grab aquatic prey items in the water without any problems. It can also seize terrestrial food and take it beneath the surface of the water where it will drown, but the croc is able to hold its breath whilst holding onto the prey. This adaptation is extremely useful and allows the croc or gator flexibility in its behaviour. It is a common misapprehension that crocodilians cannot hear and don't have ears. As you can see here, they clearly do. They have a flap of skin which protects the ear from attack. Their hearing is quite good, and keepers can often train their crocs to come on a verbal command. Along the surface of both the alligator and crocodile, you will see protrusions called osteoderms. These are used in thermoregulation. They have an extremely good blood supply and can be used in much the way an elephant uses its ears to cool down. If the croc is too cool, then basking in the sun will raise the temperature of the osteoderms quickly due to the blood supply. When swimming, these osteoderms can be used very intelligently. The croc can swim with the osteoderms above the surface of the water, and as the water is cooling the temperature of the croc, then this area which is raised above the surface is counterbalancing the cooling effect, and the croc is able to spend much longer swimming without basking. An important part of keeping crocodilians is to realise that they are the only reptiles which are recognised to have a higher function within the brain. They have a much denser brain than other reptiles and can adjust their behaviour quite complexly to information discovered. So it is important for any keeper to realise this and give the